In this video, I am going to show you how to set up the KU Virtual Lab if that is how you're going to be accessing ArcMap this semester. So in this announcement on Blackboard is a link here. So you can just click that and it will take you to this page for the virtual lab. So you want to come to Access and then log in here. It'll ask you for your data. I just have mine saved. Log on. You're going to get something like this because you're going to need to download an application to your computer. So you're going to want to say, yes, I agree to, whatever, and then download and install the application. So this might look a little bit different if you have a PC, although I think probably if you have a PC, you're going to be running ArcMap on your home computer. So just wait for that to download. My internet is running slow today. And so when that download is complete, you just want to open that. I just save that to my downloads folder because you'll delete it once you're done. That's just a disk image. So we want to install Citrix. Continue. And then, click through all of this. It's going to automatically want to install it to your applications, which, I think is probably best. So don't click this. I don't think that we need to because I don't know what that means. So there we go. So you can just move that to trash. And now, let's see. We'll hit continue. It'll scan, make sure that you have that installed on your computer, and now you're in the virtual lab. So these are all the programs that you can access through the virtual lab. There's a good number of them. A lot of them you can put on your home computer anyways, because this full Microsoft suite you can download and install on your computer through KU for free. But ArcMap, we cannot, right? So we're using ArcMap. We're not using ArcGIS Pro. So you just click here. And it can be slow. We just have to be patient. I have rekeyed many of the labs and will continue doing so throughout the semester so that they use a smaller amount of data and are less computationally expensive so that they are easier to run in ArcMap. When I go through them for the videos, I do all of it in the virtual lab to make sure that it's accessible to you guys. So I think this is probably, since you won't have anything, this will just kind of show up as blank, but we just want to cancel out of this because we just want a blank map document. So you probably are not familiar with this interface yet. This week's lab will get you introduced to that through the Esri tutorial, but this is what ArcMap looks like. I just wanted to show you how to set it up so it can read data. Oh, you know what? Let's see. So I think maybe when you set up this for the first time, it will ask you whether or not to allow Citrix to read and write from your computer. If that's an option, make sure that you click yes to both reading and writing because you need to, you're doing all of this remotely. If you've ever worked with remote desktop or something like that, that's essentially what this is. And you need it to be able to talk to your home computer. But so when you download data for the first lab, you're going to save it on your computer. It's always a good idea to keep your files organized, right? I have my KU folder. And then, when I was still taking classes, I have my stats classes. All my stats classes are here. Here's my geo stats class here. And then, I'd have a folder for lab one, lab two, lab three, etc. And then in that, I have my data and a PDF, whatever it is. So, we'll say that you download, we'll just create this. So we'll say that here's my Geography 358 folder. And then we've got lab one. And so then for the tutorial, you're going to be downloading data to your computer. You're going to save it here, right? And it's probably going to come to you as a zip file. You're going to need to unzip it. Thankfully, on Macs, that means all you have to do is double click on the zip file and it will automatically extract everything. So now it's a little bit more complicated with Virtual Lab to connect to that folder. But so you're going to want to come to this catalog, ARC catalog, and then we want to add a folder connection. So connect to folder. And so this is like your KU folder. This, I don't believe, is what you want. You want this PC, even though it's not a PC. And then I believe this local disk here, C, and then users, U. Oh, here we go. So you're going to need to say yes. Okay, I allow that. And yeah, I want to allow that too. I don't know why it's not accepting that, but click it until it goes away. And then documents. Oh, is this where I am? I save everything in Google Drive. You might probably have everything in your documents folder, so that would be here. But so now, this is my computer, right? This Elizabeth Wesley is where I save all of my stuff. So I'll come down here to Google Drive. I know this seems tedious, but KU, here's my course folder. I'm going to connect to lab one. All right, and so it's got this long name. It's ugly, it's hard to use. You can just click on that when it's highlighted and rename it. So now it's just easier to see. These are all old ones from last semester. And then when you open this, your data is going to be there if that's where you saved it. And then you will proceed with the tutorial with your lab data. So hopefully that's clear. If you're having problems, again, don't hesitate to reach out, especially during the office hours or if we need to schedule another time. With Zoom, it is easy for you to be able to share your screen with me. So I would be able to walk you through this.